If you don't have self-knowledge, you don't really know shit. You're not, excuse my French, but you don't know nothing.
No. This is safe place.
Okay, so, but like, and this is what this book is about, Culture Vultures. It's about self-knowledge and beyond what religion you believe in, because to me, religion is gangbanging on a higher level.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please?
Welcome to Rehab.
All right, so we're going to welcome Mr. Kenyatta checking into Rehab.
We're just trying to teach the culture to get back into the element of natural law and understand the properties of yourself. Right. Self-knowledge is the real knowledge. Playing the right seed is based on imagination. Imagine yourself being and doing the things that you want to do, right. Becoming the person you want to become, having the things you want to have. Because the real nation is imagination. So I ask everybody listening, what is it that you believe about yourself? What are you telling yourself on a day-to-day basis? And if you're telling yourself that's not leading to anything, or that's not great for yourself, it's just masturbation, you need to plant the right type of seed within yourself so you can create a new cause that will produce new effects. That's the real thing. Your dreams and what you believe is the truth. Yeah. What's happening? It's Kenyatta, the Hip-Hop Motivator.
Let's do it.
Pleasure to be here.
I'm happy you're here.
The Hip-Hop Motivator. I like that.
Absolutely. Yeah, so basically what I got going on, I have a web series that myself and Damon Dash do. You know, Damon Dash is the guy who started Rockefeller Records, put Jay-Z in the game, Kanye West, put Kevin Hart in his first movies, created Rockaware clothing brand, paid in full. Mm-hmm. And so what I did was I'm a barber by trade, so I had my own salon on Crenshaw and 43rd for over 20 years. And so cutting hair is something I've always been good at. And so I met people based on my cuts in the industry.
Right.
And Dame and the whole Rockefeller crew, I was cutting them for years. But I kind of hung in there with Dame, and then because I kind of liked the spit that Dame was talking about.
Right.
You know, like he was talking about real shit, about being independent, you know, not compromising, not losing your integrity, no matter what kind of bag is in front of you.
Right.
Staying true to yourself, being true to your family, taking care of your kids, loving your mama, you know what I'm saying? All those type of things, and those are standards I live by. And so I connected with them. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't about being from New York. It wasn't about me being from Cali. It's just, you know, real dudes connect. You know what I'm saying? So what I did was I started documenting everything that was going on with the crew. And the funny thing is, it was around the time everything was breaking apart. So I actually saw what was going on with Lyor Cohen manipulating Jay-Z, telling him, you know, let's go over here, you know what I'm saying, you can get more money, get rid of Dame, when they came in the game independent. And so-called Lyor Cohen, he didn't like the fact that they were making so much money independent, so he had to kill that relationship in order to isolate him and get him away from continuing to make more money. I mean, because he's making money regardless. We all know that. But you know, it's different when you're independent, because when you're independent, it's like you just, I mean, you know, independence is like being a wild dog. It's a wild dog compared to a trained dog.
Right.
The wild dog gonna eat regardless.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You're gonna go get some food regardless. And so they were making a lot of money, and you know, you had people which are called culture vultures coming in to rob the culture and not let you know that these people exist and these things exist, and they want to keep you in the dark. You know, and so they have information for you, but they don't want to share that information with you because they know that if they share it with you, you're not going to need them anymore.
Right.
And so just recently, Lyor Cohen was on The Breakfast Club. Some people saw it, and he was saying that he puts talent over issues.
If an artist is talented, right, but you don't agree with their personal views, does that matter, or is it all about talent?
No, it's all about talent.
Meaning that he don't care if somebody's a drug addict. He gonna sign him and put him out because he has family to feed. And this came out of the mouth of a white man.
Now they seem like they're making it cool to be drinking lean and syrup, and
it's the most dangerous. It's the most dangerous thing that's facing our society.
So why sign an artist that would promote that?
Because I already answered that question. You weren't paying attention. She asked me talent or issues, and I said talent. But I have to. I can't give up on people.
But I'm saying that's hypocritical, though. You're saying the
it's
opioid problem's a problem.
opportunistic.
Yeah.
I got people to feed. I got a business to run.
You're gonna make Dame Dash take this clip and call you a culture vulture.
And this is the type of thing that goes on within entertainment, as we all know. And it's like, this has been going on before we was even born. All of us in this room,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? Like the people taking advantage of black culture.
Right.
And hip hop is a black culture. No matter how many M&Ms is in it, you know what I'm saying? It's our music. We created it, you know what I'm saying? But we got others that come in and get involved, Hispanics and different people, and that's a beautiful thing. But the main thing is with this book, Culture Vultures, was giving the culture something, an inside look at what it takes to be successful beyond corporate. And what that is just holding true to yourself and just knowing exactly what it is, what service you're willing to provide.
Right.
Just like what Sling said.
Let me ask you a real question, because I follow you 100% everything
Right.
you just said.
Right.
Right now, I totally agree with that. And the words you speak right now, like in the youth we dealing with right now, they seem to not care about, like, and the words you just said were powerful and real.
Right.
Real shit. Like factual. Some things are just factual, you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
The new generation, they don't believe in that type of shit. So, like, how do we, at this point, really, like, how do we translate this to them and get them to understand and feel us on this level?
That's a good question. I mean, like anything else, you're not going to reform everybody. You know what I'm saying? There's always, Malcolm X didn't change everybody, but he changed enough people and he got enough people conscious.
Yeah.
And so you got to understand, like, no matter, even with this, like what you guys are doing here on the show, you might not reach everybody, but you're going to reach enough people, and you have opportunity to share your insight and your knowledge with people, and then by you sharing that insight, you're changing lives all the time. Right. People become influenced, and they look at what you're doing and say, damn, I can do that. But this generation absolutely is the most independent at heart generation there is. So I feel like they just don't know how to go about becoming independent and going into what it is they truly want to do. So you get like school, like you said, school creates a lot of workers. They don't create independence.
Right. I feel like it's a long journey too. Cause look, right now what they dangle in front of you is instant success.
Right.
They dangle that in front of you. I mean, and that's in any category outside of music, in anything in the
same
world.
In food, man. It's like they like eating microwave food. You don't get the nutrients if you prepare the food yourself.
But it's less expensive. It's quicker to get.
Right.
They promote it to you to where it's like, it works out better for you. And I feel like they do that with everything in society.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah. So it's the dangling the carrot in front of the horse situation. You got people that are just uneducated, and like for me, self-knowledge is the name of the game. So if you don't have self-knowledge, you don't really know shit. You're not, excuse my French, but you don't know nothing.
No. This is safe place.
Okay, so, but like, and this is what this book is about, Culture Vultures. It's about self-knowledge and beyond what religion you believe in, because to me, religion is gangbanging on a higher level.
Straight up.
Because you a Baptist, because I'm a Muslim, we can't get along, we can't build. What's that mean? Like what?
Right.
No way around
it. Something different.
But there's something above all religions, and that's called natural law. You know what I'm saying? Those are the 7 Hermetic principles. These principles were on the walls of the pyramids.
What's natural law? What's
natural law. So if you go into a bookstore and understand this and ask yourself this question, why do they put our knowledge and our information in the Satanism section? Because they know black people are afraid of who?
Satan.
The devil. Satan.
So you're saying our information
coming out of ancient Kemet, you can go in the bookstore, go on Barnes & Noble, it's always in the Satanism section. Wow. They call it occult knowledge. Occult means hidden. The word ocular comes from the word.
Well, you said it right there. As soon as they put anything in, as soon as they put cult before anything, it's going in
that
the
means
section.
Hidden knowledge.
It doesn't matter.
Right.
Exactly.
So basically, when you seeing these people throw up these symbols and do little different things with their fingers and twisting and talking about 666,
he just gave knowledge, y'all. Listeners, 666 just gave knowledge real quick.
666 is us. It's melanin. It's the properties of melanin. You got 6 neutrons, 6 protons, and 6 electrons. You feel what I'm saying? The seed, which is called Darth, where you get Darth Vader from in Star Wars, that black character is
brother.
appearance of us.
I see you.
That's how they wrote Star Wars, from our knowledge and our information. But off that subject, natural law is higher than all that. So there's 7 principles in natural law, and the first one is called mentalism.
Okay.
And that principle, if you stick with that principle, you ain't got to read the other principles. The all is mind, the mind is all, and the universe is mental.
The mind is all.
The mind is all. The all is mind. The universe is mental.
Wait,
what is the all
when you
that
say
they're talking
all,
about?
Are you saying the all is mind or
the
mind?
all is mind.
All is
the
mind.
mind is all.
Mind.
We are all fragments of God, source energy, whatever you want to call it, of Allah.
That's
You
why
are
said
the
it doesn't
Allah.
matter what religion you are because
You can choose to jump out that window right now if you want to. You have free choice. You can do whatever it is you want.
Okay.
But understand, with natural law, it's immutable. You cannot break it. The law of polarity exists in everything. Everybody in this room is half woman, half man. We both have masculine and feminine principle within us. There's no such thing as anything all the way feminine or all the way masculine. And if it is, you're going to cause a conflict within your personal relationships, whether it's man or woman. And that's
Damn,
and
you
women
are speaking
and women
time
know
out.
this.
My man just dropped.
You know
my
what I'm saying?
my
Women-
man just
and
crossed
women
the
know
barrier.
this
He
off
just
the
went
back.
somewhere else.
No,
I
no,
feel
no.
it.
That makes
He
so,
is so
like,
too.
Women know this
You
off the back.
preaching.
that makes
So-
so
You
much.
saying some real.
Yeah, you just
that's mean I'm
you
all
almost put
male.
some
That's
pu-
why I clash.
You almost put some puzzle pieces.
Gotcha.
You put some puzzle pieces together for
Right.
a lot of things that everybody
Right.
in this room 100% feels
Right.
that we all think about, but
Right.
we don't probably say out loud.
Absolutely. But it's like it's just certain things, like being that we downplay the feminine aspect, but the feminine aspect, even within ourselves, is the most powerful aspect because the feminine aspect is the subconscious mind.
Yep.
Whatever you
Intellect,
believe,
intellect, yep.
whatever you believe, it gives birth to.
Well,
The
because
subconscious mind never rejects what you believe.
but our minds are tainted because we think of feminine in the physical form.
Well, that's
So when
because
we hear
yeah,
feminine, we
right.
think woman.
That's why you have to get into natural
You know
law
what I mean?
because
So-
the last law of all the laws is mental gender.
Exactly.
The left brain and right brain is
Oh,
masculine.
me and you
feminine.
gotta talk. I know you see it.
Wow.
Yeah.
So because once you start breaking certain shit down,
Yeah.
and what
Keep it
people,
simple.
What people don't understand is all this shit coincide. You know what I'm saying,
Everything, brother.
Nothing's like you said.
Yeah.
Nothing's 100%. Nothing's 100% wrong either.
Yeah.
So everything has its piece, and when it ties
it's
the
funny
two,
you said that because when you understand natural law, you begin to see that there's evil, like good and evil are properties of the same thing.
exactly.
Devil and God are properties of the same thing within yourself, and that's through the law of polarity, the law of rhythm. Like even in the Bible can't escape. Scripture is unbreakable. Scripture is real. The story of Jesus walking on water is the law of rhythm. It wasn't a physical walking on water. He was above the trials and tribulations of life. He was above the ups and the downs.
That's how I viewed it. I don't
the
view the words
Yeah.
as literal as most people like
it's all.
to
It's
take
all.
them.
You're supposed to apply everything to yourself, man. He was above when things were bad. He gave the same reaction to things that were bad to the reaction of things being good. The pendulum swing. Haven't you all been to the park?
Yeah.
When as hard as you push the child forward,
They're
as
gonna
hard
come
as they
back the
come
same
back.
way, yeah.
Nothing escapes rhythm. Nothing escapes polarity. You know what I'm saying? After the law of rhythm is the law of cause and effect. Every effect produces a cause, and every cause produces an effect. And you can't change your life in the effect. You can only create a new cause. See, you can start today. You can start right now and say, I'm going to do this different. I'm going to become this. I'm going to learn this. I'm going to be this person. I'm going to treat people like this. And then your effects begin to change. Yeah.
Real talk.
There's no real true mystery. It's only what you create in your mind, and you start confusing yourself with all these religions and different things. But religion was handed to people to keep you dumb, deaf, and blind. No matter what you believe, let's just keep it real. If religion really worked, white people for sure wouldn't give it to black people. If them churches really was practicing what we're supposed to practice, and we was in there meditating and making things change,
Right.
you think they're gonna give it to you? You think they're gonna give it to you because they know it don't work.
Right.
When you praise things outside of yourself, it don't work. See, there's an art to being selfish. Selfish is one of the most beautiful things you can do because you can't be selfless until you're first selfish. You have to give everything you want to give to someone. You can't give someone something you're not giving to yourself.
I say it every time.
It starts with
So you
that.
have to get back into yourself.
And people like to skip
Right.
that because they think it sounds better or think it sounds more authentic or whatever. But no, you
Right.
can't take care of nothing. Like people be like, man, I'm a parent first. I'm a father first.
Yeah.
Well, look, you got to take care of you to be that parent.
How did our mothers
Yeah.
do it?
You know what I'm saying?
Like it seemed a lot of times like our mothers just put it on the line and did what they had to
Exactly.
do. But in actuality, she had to sleep first. She had to go use the bathroom first.
Right.
Yeah.
That's the most selfish act there is using the bathroom. I can't use it for you. You got to use it for yourself. Just
Damn.
simple properties that you
This
can
man.
bind and
Yeah,
connect to
you're-
yourself.
You are.
So
You
so
are.
peeing is a selfish act.
That's a selfish act. That's all you. You can do it. Yeah.
So that
That's all
explains why
you
the
drinking water. What you drinking right, eating is a selfish. That's for you.
That
Yeah,
explains
you do
why the
everything for
bathroom is
you.
a sacred place.
Right.
Right. Everybody said that's like the most. Remember how we always talk about the most vulnerable place you can go is the bathroom.
Yeah,
Like I feel like no one can go into that. That's
right.
very.
But that's
Well,
but that's it.
I used to tell. I have a theory. I was like, damn, and especially the where we live in now, the bathroom is probably one of the most sacred places because it's probably the most respected place of privacy.
Right. The best time is 4
Like,
in the morning,
literally,
3 in the, like the
there's
mornings,
probably
ain't nobody
nowhere
saying
else-
nothing. Nobody bothering you. Yeah.
Yeah, the
It's-
world
yeah.
you can be left alone
Right.
in the bathroom. Like,
Right.
let me leave them alone. Even if
Right.
they're knocking on the door, like, let me leave them alone there in the
But a
bathroom.
lot of us, we take our phones in there and we do that because those distractions keep you away from the inner silence. And so when you get silent and you get quiet, that's when you get all the answers.
And now we got distractions within the
Right.
bathroom.
Hey,
Right.
is that why I drive? I drive all the time with my car with no radio on.
You do that. You do that because you see. You do that based on. See, you gotta remember, you're pulled into doing
silence.
things because of the energy. The source, like the spirit, is real. You have people have everything has a spirit, right?
True.
But black people, we have soul.
Oh,
That's
talk
where
to
you
him.
get soul music from. That's particles of melanin. Everything in the universe has melanin. Even white people have melanin. Nothing would live and survive without melanin. But the thing is, we have a pineal gland that is active, so we're connected to sound, rhythm. We're connected to all these different laws. That's why we do things different. That's why we move different. That's why we dance different. They can dance eventually when they learn how to.
So when black
But
people,
it's
so,
within
It takes
us.
time.
We're
So
born
when
with
black
it.
Eminem wasn't happening. Like there wasn't
I
some
just
white
got
dude
quick-
just rhyming
That
like
was
that back
taught.
in the
so what is
70s,
it?
80s.
So what is it when black people don't got rhythm?
Well, that's also can be that's a learned thing. That's not everybody. Because you have brown skin don't mean you have high levels of melanin. Because you got to remember all the soy products keep that shut down. You know, and what's more in the hood than any other restaurant? Chinese restaurant.
Wow,
Soy
Louisiana
is
fried
the
chicken.
worst thing you can eat.
Really?
Soy is the worst because it shuts down your connection to source energy. It connects
See, I
down
don't
your
eat Chinese
vibration.
food.
Come on,
That's
talk
also
to
the
me,
law,
dude.
the law of vibration.
See, I fucking love
Yeah.
learning some book. Man, this nigga talking.
Yeah, I'm gonna get your number after this. Bro, we gonna hang out and shit, go shoot around. And
Yeah,
just watch you
but
shoot around.
there again, yeah. Whatever you do, whatever you eat, just like what Slink was saying. It's like I have a grandmother, 101 years old, and she was eating bacon,
What?
all kind of shit at her birthday party. And guess what I asked? I said, "Why is it that you? How do you feel about vegetarianism and vegans?" And she was like, "That was nothing. I'd never heard of that until recent."
Right.
And she
Real
said,
shit.
"But baby, what I do is I pray over my food.
Huh.
See, because the belief here again, the mind is all. The all is
That's
mental.
fine.
I really feel that.
It's what
So-
you believe.
so she
It's
It's what
believe
you
that.
believe. She created
So
that
she
belief.
create
and
over her food and her food.
and
good.
that
what
works
you
for her.
believe. It's just what you believe.
Yes.
But see, you have to understand. See, if you take it to a high level, even with conscious mind being masculine, subconscious mind being feminine, it's the same properties when you deal with a young lady. What you believe about yourself and what you bring to the table as a man, she reflects it back because
Right.
symbolically,
We have
she's the
that.
moon and she reflects the
That's
sun.
facts though, right there. That's an easy
Right.
call.
Damn.
We're the sun. She's the moon.
Hey, man.
Right.
Hey, man.
You are like,
Hey,
I-
man.
we're speechless in here.
You out here preaching.
So what I did was
Listen there.
hooking up with Dame. You know, it was more like I'm a writer, so that's my passion. My love, my talent is in barbering.
Right.
But you know, I tell everybody to follow your passion, follow your heart. You know, just like he was saying, you know, you can go to school, you can get all this money and do all these great things, but you know, you really want to follow what you really love to do.
Right.
Because what is it to be unhappy and make a lot of money? It's like you're making money, but you're unhappy. You're not really
Exactly.
fulfilled. You know, you have a calling, you have something pulling you. And so what I did with Dame was I just took everything I documented, and we do these videos on YouTube called Hiphop Motivation. You see me sitting next to him on the couch, and we talk about business. We talk about real stuff. We don't be on there gossiping, talking about no girl stuff and who doing what. And all. Every now and then somebody asks a question like that because we have live people that doing Q&A. But we talk about things that can further the culture.
Progressive.
And when I say further the culture, first and foremost is my people, black people.
Right.
Everybody else in the culture too, but first is my people. Because you got to understand, we've been left in the dark on purpose. The same reason why they put our stuff in Satanism. They don't want you to get it because they know you've been trained to fear the devil. When in actuality, the word shaitan it means melanin. So every time you diss that, you dissing yourself because everything has a dark side just like a light side. That's the law of polarity. Nothing exists without dark and light. As light as a person is, as dark as they can go. Pay attention to women when they get mad. There's no fury like who? A woman scorn, right? Piss a woman off. As soft as she is and gentle as she'll kill you where you stand. and mess with their children, it's even worse. And we all know this. This is our mothers.
Right.
That's why daddy, don't mess, you mess with them if you want to, but there has to be a limit to it because you can get taken up out of here. And so that's the dark side. So everything holds polarity. Everything has vibration. Everything is correspondence. There's a law of correspondence. There's a law of cause and effect. And so what I did with this is I kept it true to natural law, but not too much, because Dame is not really into that. The knowledge I gave in this book was more about business and keeping your integrity as a human being.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Not selling out, and a lot of times in entertainment and all businesses, people sell out and they don't first choose and understand what it is they truly want to do. And they just go into a business and become a follower and be an employee, when in actuality, they may have a desire to really create something and put something forth. And so that's why I respect things like this, radio shows that, it's like you just did it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It ain't shit. You ain't got to be in no special place. You can get down in the house doing this.
100%.
So, I'm all for it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Definitely.
Real talk. Hey, man. Rehab. I'm sorry. That was needed. That was beautiful right there, man.
Yeah.
It's the best show we done had so far, sir.
Oh, appreciate it, bro.
No, I'll be honest with you. Like we're all, everyone on our panel, we're all intelligent people, and I can literally say as friends and family, we all are progressive people. We like to learn and further our knowledge and shit. And I haven't been this interested in a long time. Like I'm up here, like damn, my bro is up here really speaking that real talk.
It's all peace, man.
And I felt like I'm leaving with newfound knowledge.
Right.
Oh yeah,
on some real shit. So.
And that's the thing. If you're going anywhere and people are talking to you, like especially a church, and they're telling you something you already know, that's not learning.
Right.
That's called masturbation. Because the conscious mind is just constantly doing this, and it's a seed that leads to nowhere. See, the name of the game is the seed. The seed that you want to always give to the subconscious mind is something that will be fulfilled. It's something that you want. But when you're hearing things that you already know, like, oh, this is good, this is bad, you're hearing the same thing over and over again, the same message. You have to actually create some form of conflict to really learn something. That's why you learn the most when there is a conflict or an obstacle you have to get around. You learn the most when you went through abuse as a child.
Yeah.
You learn the most when you go through certain things where you lose your money or you just like, damn it, I got to figure this out. I got to figure out how to do this and do that.
Life
that's where you really get it.
And that's why kids is dumb.
Yeah.
Because they ain't lived enough.
Right.
And real talk.
I'll be tripping off, again, I always be bashing kids, but that's real game.
Right.
Because a lot of that stuff that Kenyatta talking about come with age and experience.
Experience, right.
You know what I'm saying? You come into this world, you're so naive to everything, everybody. You're green as a blade of grass. You know what I'm saying? And it just takes time to get that wisdom and experience, man, and that gift of discernment.
Absolutely.
Welcome to
So
Rehab.
I ask everybody listening, what is it that you believe about yourself? What are you telling yourself on a day-to-day basis? And if you're telling yourself that's not leading to anything or that's not great for yourself, it's just masturbation, you need to plant the right type of seed within yourself so you can create a new cause that will produce new effects.
And I'm just going to ask this real quick, just based off of what you just said. What would you say to someone who says they don't know how to do that?
What? Say that they don't know how to do what?
Plant the right seed.
Well, planting the right seed is based on imagination. Everyone really knows how to imagine it. They might not properly know how to do it. It's just like closing your eyes and imagine someone handing you a rose. If you did that right now, and if you ever had an experience of smelling a rose, you would know what the rose smelled like. You can put it to your face right now. That's what imagination is. So you have to imagine yourself being and doing the things that you want to do, becoming the person you want to become, having the things you want to have, because the real nation is imagination. That's the realest world there is. That's the real thing. Your dreams and what you believe is the truth.
Real talk.
And it's the same principle. Always apply that as young men, and I say this to men all day. Always apply that and understand that within your relationship. She's going to reflect back to you what you give her. You know what I'm saying? Because I like most men, I was there too. Playing, lying, saying nothing, not saying. Brother, listen, understand. You know what I'm saying? When you come together, it's an ultimate household. You know what I'm saying? It's like you got the same properties within you that she has within her. And every man started off in the womb as a woman. We don't grow a penis until the later months. Go check it out.
So do we have a vagina?
No, you just heard what he said.
There's not more. Yes, it starts off like that. That's what it is.
It starts off as nothing?
It starts as nothing. Yes, that's why God gave woman everything. She can have children. We can't have children. She produces different. She's connected to the moon. She's connected to the tides.
I fear, man. I fear.
Yeah. So it's not so much of giving so much praise outside of yourself. It's just understanding the property within yourself, because you have the masculine and the feminine within you. So you have it.
Facts,
you have it, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But I did a movie called The Secret of Ballin'.
Yeah, I was about to say, please talk about that. We talked about that off air. So
Yeah, Secret of Ballin'. I did a movie, no budget, you know what I'm saying, handmade, you know what I'm saying? This is docudrama. I interviewed Snoop Dogg, Chris Brown, Raekwon the Chef, RZA, Redman, Method Man, Kelly Rowland, Faith Evans, Dr. Michael Bernard Beckwith, who owns Agape. It's a church over in Culver City. And I talked to these people and I asked all of them the same questions about their own success secrets. You know, and there's different chapters. Like we have a chapter on research, chapter on imagination, a chapter on taking action, a chapter on meditation and prayer. And we asked these people how important were these things within their own journey. And we got some interesting answers, because it's interesting to see Snoop Dogg answering something damn near the same way as Dr. Michael Bernard Beckwith, who is actually a preacher, and him answering the same thing as a lawyer, Virgil Roberts, and Redman saying the same thing that this other minister I have in the movie said. You know, so it's like there's success leaves clues. Understand that. You know what I'm saying? It's not hard. It's not, you know.
One-way street, one-way ticket.
You know, like right now, my goal, I've been working out every day. My goal is to take off 100 pounds.
You already
Once you make
right?
up your mind, it's easy. Once you make up your mind, you decide to do something, and be open with it. You know what I'm saying? Don't be feeling ashamed to do nothing. Don't be feeling ashamed, I got to do.
Well, I want to gain 100 pounds.
Hell no. Yeah, hey. You know what I'm saying? Do your thing. You know what I'm saying? Hey, how you do that? Eat a lot of that Louisiana chicken. That's my uncle, who's in the pimp game, he used to ask me, what's more important, to be liked or loved? Let me ask y'all that. Slink, start with you. Like or love? To be liked or to be loved?
Oh, well, if we come from some pimping, I would say it's better to like me.
What you say?
Personally, I'm going to say loved.
I'm always going to say love.
I'm going to say liked.
Understand that, like, there's people that you love that you don't like. I think all of us.
Goddamn right. That's why I said liked.
The liking element. Once the liking element leaves any relationship, the relationship is damn near over.
It's over.
So to be liked is very important.
I love somebody.
Now here's another one. To be wanted or needed.
You need to me. Need is trumps all that shit.
No, I definitely.
You say need?
Yeah, need trump all that
what
shit.
You say?
Sleep. What you say? Wanted or needed?
I see.
Wanted for sure.
Needed.
I say wanted.
Yeah, wanted is
absolutely.
You don't want needy.
You don't want nobody to need you.
Nah,
they don't want you. They just need you. It's different. It's situational. Exactly. I don't want you to need me. I want you to want me.
Yeah, needy.
Yeah, I want you to want me.
True. No, your kids do. No, they want you.
Here go the last one. This is the last one.
I like that.
This is the last one though. Slink. Truth or trust? Which one you want?
Trust. Nigga, what?
Truth or trust?
Who are unhappy with their chosen careers and lifestyle.
Truth.
I need trust.
Trust for sure.
The most important is, you said truth? Yeah, the most important.
Absolutely.
Yeah, truth.
You can't. How you have trust if you don't have truth?
They say the most important is truth, but it's really trust.
It's trust.
For instance, our mothers. If you had a relationship with your mother or whoever your caregiver was,
still ain't told me the truth.
They will. They. You could trust them that they won't poison you when you was a little kid, but they wasn't always telling you the truth.
No, they was not.
Because truth is objective. That's like
right.
What is truth? You know,
trust is a little bit of safety involved in it. Yeah. You don't need to know the truth all the time.
Under the law, going to natural law, once again, this is the last Jew, go into the law of polarity, the first sentence is all truths are but half truths.
Huh.
Why is it that people that love you can hate you? Because hate and love or polarity is the same thing. Hot and cold, the polarity is the same thing. So you have to understand that, you know.
So everybody's a hater?
No, everything is different in a matter of degrees, including us.
See, I'm glad you said that because these are not topics that we can just answer with one topic. That's why I'm fall back
these
a
are
little
things
bit.
that you play with in your mind, and you start asking people. You know, like truth or trust.
Because that like and love one still got me a little like.
Then you get a chance to see.
I get the like. I actually get that part.
Like and love, I'm definitely gonna say
people like a lot of people. I get your point.
No, people love a lot of people.
You love. There's some family members. There are family members you love, but you don't like that motherfucker. You be like,
love strength.
I like that dude. I love him, or I don't like her though. You know what I'm saying? An aunt that you love.
I think God, you love more than you like.
You love him off a default.
No, you don't. You do not love more than you like.
I'm saying you love, like you just said, you love off of default, Faye.
Well,
I'm saying people love off of default. Is that what
as
you
far
want,
as a
though?
real relationship goes,
Hell no.
the liking element is the most important element.
Right.
Like if you're in an
100%.
intimate
Yeah,
relationship,
gotta like
that's
you.
in a relationship. That's the most.
Home.
Exactly.
I'm sit in the car for hours.
I'm trying to call the
Exactly.
homies. I'm trying to.
I don't
in a
wanna talk to you
relationship.
on the phone. I don't want to, the liking element.
But
is
I
what's
do love you. I don't want you hurt. You know what I'm saying? I wanna
But
make
in a
sure you good.
relationship, that's in a relationship. Though.
That's why a lot of people, when they have children, they just the love element is there.
Everything's
It's
a
not like the
relationship,
liking
right?
element left. So they don't like each other. They're not hollering at each other.
I say this all the time too, man. Once the kid come, it changes the dynamics.
Oh man.
Because the way you was bouncing was,
What
the
you
kid
said over
come
there?
in and it changed the dynamics. It
Yeah.
changes expectations. It put expectations.
It does.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Again,
Sorry for them.
how you was getting down before, you probably feel a little bit different now.
Yeah.
Because again, you assume these two different new roles.
Oh, yeah.
That created, So therefore, it's important when you do love each other.
Yeah.
To remember, like I be telling her, remember you was my bitch before we had this baby.
Yeah. With the thing you did together, you think you got to do to keep her. You know what I'm saying? So
That part.
it's what it is, man. It ain't, it's like just having game. You just got to know. You got to know how to,
You don't got no game, man. That's why this conversation.
You don't really get women based on they say mouthpiece, but that's
out.
That's an oxymoron style. You know what I'm saying? You get women based on you being on your purpose. A man that's on his purpose, he's going to attract women. You ain't got to worry about it. Just stay on your purpose. Get your health right. Get yourself right. Pay attention to what you're doing. And all that's going to come. That's going to happen.
True.
You know what I'm saying? She only respects you if you have purpose. She don't respect you if you coming home from work and you mad because the boss done told you this and that. She going to like the boss.
She gonna like the boss.
That purpose, she ain't seen you in a while. Then she run into you at the supermarket like, how you doing?
Yeah.
What you been up to?
Hey, what you been up to? Patting that wig, patting that. Getting that itch. You know what I'm saying? Getting that itch. You know what I'm saying?
I gotta have you please give all your handles. Let everybody, the listeners, know where they can find you at.
Word. Yeah, well, I'm on Instagram more than anywhere else, so I'm at my handle is at hip_hop_motivator. You can see me on YouTube. I do a thing called Hiphop Motivation. There are a lot of videos up there with Damon Dash where we talking about business, independence. He's from everything. We talk about women getting in the game, men getting in the game, whatever it is. It don't even have to be entertainment. It's just life things. You know what I'm saying? How to be a better father. How to be a man to your woman. You know what I'm saying? That's the main thing we talk about. Just really getting men back in alignment with being real men.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And not
That's important.
being emotional and reactive. You know what I'm saying? That's what happens in, like in all neighborhoods is we react. And we know a lot of people that lost their lives off somebody reacting.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I got shot up off of somebody reacting to me for whatever reason. You know what I'm saying? The day I started Hip Hop Motivation, I got gunned down. I got shot 6 times. A Mexican walked up to me and just started shooting me. And before that, I never gangbanged. I grew up in the 60s. I hung. I didn't really gang. I wasn't from the hood, but I was just, just the element. You know what I'm saying? And so we're just trying to teach the culture to get back into the element of natural law and understand the properties of yourself. Right. Self-knowledge is the real knowledge. Yo, this is Kenyatta, the hip-hop motivator, humble servant of natural law. Be sure to check in the rehab at homegrownradio.net. Trust me, you don't want to miss it. Peace.
Real entertainment, hip hop, and bullshit.